Asics Novablast 3, highly rated daily trainer of the year. How it looks like after 500 km. Let's find out. Hi, I'm Kevin. Welcome back to the channel. We're going to have a 500 km review on this Asics Novablast 3. So today run, I'm bringing these shoes out for a 5 km easy and recovery run because it's just after 3 days after my Selangor marathon. My legs are pretty tired and these shoes able to provide the amount of cushioning what I needed. So in this video, I'm going to talk about the wear and tear on the upper, the bottom, what I like the shoes and how it feel during this 500 km. I'm not going to go through the specs. If you want to have a go through the spec, there's a first review and the 200 km review at the description below. Before we start, disclaimer, no one sent me or pay me to do this review about these shoes. This shoes is purchased by my own money. So let's start. So for the upper, it's a white upper. It just become a bit yellowish. If you can see, the shoes it become a bit yellowish and dark around the shoes because I use the shoes on all the time, all the terrain and all kind of weather, even rain. I also using these shoes. So for the upper, besides the yellowish, the silver liner of the Asics logo has been faded. So you can see right here, there's no more silver liner. Except over here, there's a bit because of the flexing of the shoes, the liner and the silver groove is gone from it here. So besides that, the upper, there's some wear and tear over here. This same as the other side of the shoes. Because why this came out? Because of my running style. Because I shaving with my other part of the shoes. So it have this part on worn out. Besides that, there's no upper issue except I found out that some of the glue at here are starting to detach. So at here, so you can have a full in-depth see on the glue that a bit detached on the upper front. It happened on the both side of the shoe. So you can see there's some of the glue that's starting to detach by itself. So for upper, besides the T and some of the glue detached, there's no major wear and tear on the shoes. Now to the bottom of shoes, the foam part. So you can see the wrinkle around the foam, whereas the shoes that get bent and get compressed. So the foam are get compressed and some of the chipping when the shoes are contact with the ground. Same as on the other part of the shoes. So you can see this kind of foam has been chipped off when we land and the wrinkle. But for me, for this part, upper front part, same as the other side of the shoes, this part has been chipped off because of my running pattern. I was shaving each other running together. So this part is very common for me to shave off. So you can see the shining part of the blue and purple is gone right here. So the form of the FF Blast Plus is exposed over here. Besides the wrinkle and the exposed part, there's nothing. Towards to the bottom of the shoes, you can see at this part of the exposed form has been shaved off by the root. So you can see there's a very big missing part of the form. Meanwhile, the rubber has been flattened off. So you can see right here, the rubber are quite flattened off. The shape and the pattern of the groove of especially the middle part right here is missing. But one thing I'm missing I realized that here is this part. So you can see the rubber are starting to come off because the rubber and the foam are starting to fall off at this part. At the behind is all good except this some of the exposed foam that when we land it touched the ground, so that's the part. Besides that, there's no other complaint. Even my toe off area, the rubber still a lot. This is my toe off area and there's still a lot. Same as the other pair of the shoes. The toe off area rubber, that's still plenty. That's only where the place that I land the most in the middle and here. The rubber has been compressed into the foam. If you can see, it's a bit flattened over here. Besides that, there's not much complaint, and the wear and tear, these shoes and the other side are nearly identical. Let's talk about how I feel about the shoes during this period. So the bounciness of the shoes definitely getting lesser from the day one, but it's still a very comfortable shoes. Even today, I bring the shoes out for a 5 km easy recovery run after my Selangor marathon. So the shoes able to deliver it, and that amount of cushion are just nice for my tiring leg after a full marathon. So the bounciness are there, the comfort of the upper still there, and it's quite stretchable still, and the foam are very protective. I'm not really happy about these shoes is the grip of the shoes. I'm using these shoes for this 500 km period, and the shoes grip are not really good, especially rainy season or wet condition. During around 480 km when I'm using these shoes, I slipped and fell down. I ran past that road for over 11 years of my life and never have an incident that I fell down. But there's one day I'm using these shoes. Around that period is a rainy day and the road a bit wet and moist, so I fell down while I'm using these shoes, and I'm not running fast. It's around 4:30 pace, and I just slipped and fell down and hurt myself at the knee and my elbow. So luckily there's nothing serious injured. So for me, the grip of the shoes need to be improved, or maybe the TX version, the trail version, have much more grip compared to this road version. So beside the grip, there's not much complaint because the shoes are very comfortable. The amount of cushion are just nice. The lockdown of the shoes are just nice, and it's really a good daily trainer that able to handle fast, slow, long or easy day pace. In conclusion, definitely I'm going to use this Asics Novablast 3 up to 1000 km because of the form, the bounciness and the comfort that provided by the shoes. Maybe I'm going to try to improve the grip of the shoes. So that's all for my 500 km review. So see you guys next time. Bye.